What's going on, family? Black Feniks checking in, owner of HogOn Welding and the founder of Welding and Hip Hop and the founder of Imagine Your Container. I wanted to talk to you about starting your business, that it's easier to do that than it is looking for a job. And the only reason I want to say that because I had talked to several people and some of the struggles and things that they have been going through lately and some of the things I went through personally before I decided to just, stay focused on being independent and actually start my business. One great fact about that makes it easier is you can actually do it from home. See, when you go and look for a job, you spend money. Okay, say it takes you 2 weeks and it takes you 2 tanks of gas, and you have to spend this time filling out these applications, say 5 applications a week. That's one a day or two a day. So let's say 10. So all the time you spend, all the money you spend in gas now versus you starting a business, you can actually get your EIN number online at home from your computer. So you can actually do that from sitting at home. Okay, now you got an EIN number, you got a tax identification number. Now say, oh, hey, okay, I need to get my LLC. Now you can figure out what depends on what state you in. You can get you can file for your articles of organization online too, and majority of them cost around between $50 and $100. So between what you're trying to file is $50 or $100. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Good morning. And if once you get that done, so you spending between $50 and $100, the EIN is for free. Now, so that's like a tank of gas or two, but you haven't went nowhere yet. Now, think about you getting a bank account started. See, the bank account is the easy process because technically all you have to have is your EIN and your articles or organization. And then sometimes you can open up the account for free and they require you to put at least $25. Some require $100, but you don't lose that money. You just have to put that money in the account to actually open it and get it rolling. But think about this. The way a system is set up now, you can do all of that from home. I started my business in Oklahoma City from my phone, from my laptop. I was able to do everything from home. I was able to file my EIN. I was able to file for my articles of organization, and I was able to set up the business account online. So it all depends on how you're setting it up. If you're the full owner, if it's other members. Now, if you have a lot of other members, it's going to be hard to set it up online. But if you are the sole owner, you are the independent person that's getting started, you're trying to find your independence, you can do all this yourself. And this cool thing about it is a lot of these different banks now will give different benefits for you doing it online. And I'm gonna tell you a benefit that I got. I received uh, $200 to $300 that they gave me for starting the account and setting it up the way I did, that I got credited, and they literally put the money in my account. I thought it was like, oh man, that's gonna be something you got the right for. I'm not gonna worry about that, but they literally put the money in there. So different banks offer benefits for doing things online, because just think that's like you being the bank teller. You doing everything that they would have did if you was in there on person. So that's a plus. And another good thing about it is you can use what you know. Think about it. You don't have to go and constantly learn other things when you can keen into what you got and just learn how to market it, learn how to turn it into a business, learn how to turn it into a product or a service. See, that way that saves you some time. The bank that I used was Chase Bank. Yeah, just so you know, everybody bank different, but Chase Bank actually had some, and I think they still probably do have some benefits as far as starting your business account and benefits on starting your bank account with them too. So you got a few different benefits. Each one gives different things, but I think that it's a plus. And like I say, you got money back. So in that situation, I did it from home. I spent the $100 to get the articles of organization, but once I started the account and I did the EIN myself online, I was able to get that money back when I started the account. So I got all the money back plus some money from sitting at home starting the account. So that's why I say that it is easier to start a business than it is to get a job. And then they require so much. They want you to be on the job when you're not on the job. They want you to be perfect if they're not perfect. You see what I'm saying? It's like, it's just too much control, in my personal opinion. Some people got great jobs though, because every job is different. I don't knock that. But a lot of the ones that I have noticed, and especially in this area, just from listening to people talk, a lot of the jobs are oppressive. A lot of them like work for me or go find another job. I'm gonna treat you like I want to treat you. And they're like, man, but this ain't right. Well, what you gonna do? And so that's kind of like, unease to me. So I would rather be independent and offer value as a product or a service versus then work with someone in Oklahoma City or whatnot. So my personal opinion, I think if you got something, you can be able to get what you got across to others, being independent, and you can do it from home, and you can make your own schedules. You can pick what time of day or night. If you're a night person or you a day, everybody is different. Some people actually have jobs that conflict with how they really move around and operate. You might be a morning person, but you got to wake up and go to work at night all the time, and it throws you off all the time in your attitude. You see what I'm saying? So everybody is different. So I would just say it's easier, in my personal opinion, to start your business. I don't care where you at in the country. Now, I can say this: different states have harder um, obstacles you have to go through or whatever to actually get started. Some is easier, some is harder. But if you just do a little research, Google is your friend. Your phone, you got it. It's your friend. You can just say, hey, what's the easiest place? How do I set this up in this place or this location where you're located at? And I have did just research on different states, man. It's benefits in different places. So every place got a benefit, a give and a take. I do like some things about Oklahoma since I've been here. Only been here 3 months, 4 months now. This month makes 4 months, and I see the benefits. I see some negative, but on a big scale, I think it's going to be okay. Florida is easy. That's a good one. Florida is easy. Actually, it was easy to get established here. It was easy to get established in Arizona and Phoenix. Um, Nevada is easy. New Mexico isn't bad. I did some research there. Texas and Austin, different places of Texas is actually easy. But I looked up Austin, and Austin, because I was thinking about going there at one time, is easy. So it's a few different places around different areas, different states. Missouri isn't hard neither. So I lived in Missouri and had got my business started there, but I didn't get it. I didn't get the bank account. I got it started, and then I ended up moving before I got everything else off the ground. But just wanted to say, in my personal opinion, it is easier to actually start your business, get your LLC off the ground, your sole proprietorship, your whatever you're trying to do is easy. And especially if you're independent, because as you grow, see the good thing about it, you can have zero members, but as you grow, you can add members. So later you can say, okay, I'm gonna add this person. You can just go up to the bank. I need to add this person and this person on this account with me. You see what I'm saying? But so getting started is actually easier. So I would just say utilize your phone, utilize the area, utilize what you know, because think you have already been working a job. Some of us up to this point have been working jobs. You know, those who haven't, who are not newbies, then got been working on the job. A few years. You didn't put some time in. I think anytime you didn't put consistent time in on something, 2 to 3 years, you got it. So you getting 2 to 3 years above, you starting to really keen in, and then as you get your 5 and your 10 and your 15 and your 20 mark, you gain a whole lot of experience from different angles of the job. So a lot of times we do jobs, but we gain different experience to actually use on our jobs and in our businesses. You see what I'm saying? So we can't shun those experiences or say that they're not valuable. You know what I mean? So I feel, in my personal opinion, we just have to use the jobs, use that information, and really do something. Let me see. I don't know what happened there. I think it says something about a book, Rose. I don't know what happened. Top of the charts. Okay, I got you. You know what? I appreciate that you saying that, because I am in the midst of working on actually a book. I've been having a few ideas. I actually threw up a poll on my community. So I don't know if you noticed it or not, but I got actually three titles that I'm really kind of keening down to. One of them is the acronym of HogOn Welding, and then One of them is Welding After Prison, and the other one is The Rise of Black Phoenix. And actually, all of them was just the titles, but I'm pretty much going to kind of orchestrate everything within it. But I want to use it as a personal guide as far as where I've been and focus on how I started the business and how a person can start business, because I want to give you some jewels that you can actually get off the shelf. Like I'm gonna actually, like in the book, I want to literally give you some tools on how to start it. So if you get it, it'll be the cheapest way for you to learn how to start your own business, and actually can always go back to it and share it and use it to, build some financially wealth in your community. So I think coming from our standpoint, seeing it from someone that actually looked like me and what I faced and what I went through, not just selling out, because I didn't never sell out. You know what I mean? I didn't never switch up my image. I learned and I grew. So I think it's always good to learn and grow and expand your knowledge and your intellect and your experience on certain jobs. But as far as changing who you are as a person, your soul, I think is invaluable. It's valuable to guard your heart, to protect your roots, your culture. You know what I mean? And my beard, my gold teeth, this is my culture. It means something, and I wanted to be able to reflect that in a different light. You know what I mean? And I want to be able to show someone from my standpoint, especially the adolescents who have made mistakes and went to juvenile homes, because I went to the juvenile homes. I went to prison from 16 to 26 years old. So that's a decade. So I've been doing time and making mistakes and had to learn the things the hard way. And I had a grandfather who was actually a father to me, who gave me a lot of principles, and then he passed while I was in prison as a juvenile, and a lot of things I had to like learn from different people I looked it up to, especially in prison, because I gained a lot of intellect from different uh, OGs and different older cats who had been there and who have experienced something, who was actually lived a life that could share with me some of their examples. And I think those were some of the best tools I got, was the examples. And so that's what I want to share, because I use that to this day. Like I learned that it's good to learn from your own mistakes, but it's better to learn from someone else, because you won't live long enough to learn from all of your own mistakes. But you can save yourself a headache from watching someone else get a headache. You see what I'm saying? So I learned that from him. So I really want to share that, because like I say, I don't mind being naked and unashamed. That's why I just post the way I do and I release certain things, because I don't mind being me. It's okay. You know what I mean? I'm okay with being me. And as I grow, I learned that you can't tell your left hand what your right hand is doing. So certain things you got to be quiet about, and certain things you reveal once can't nobody stop it, because you'd be surprised how the hate and how things happen when people don't want to see you do good. They would throw sticks and they would try to throw sticks in what you're doing. So I think it's best to certain things you have to stay silent. So with the book that I'm working on, I want to actually hit a few different points, but also talk a lot about the welding and different techniques and different things that I use, because I'm only going to talk from my personal experience, what I learned. I'm not going to dip and dabble in things just to sound smart or sound, oh man, he did this. Oh no, I'm just gonna keep it real. But my life is my life. You know what I mean? So I figured what I have been through and what I have learned is unique and it's organic. So I feel like that's the best thing I can offer is me. You know what I mean? And someone can use it in different aspects, for business, for motivation, for whatever they need and whatever it's used for. I like the parable say, some seeds gonna fall on good grounds, some seeds gonna fall on rocky grounds, some seeds gonna fall on thorns, and they gonna produce more than others. So the goal is just to keep planting seeds. So that's my goal. That's what I look forward to. So so my goal is, like I say, is to actually release some things that can actually help you. I figured that this video was actually something, because I had a few people talking to me about it and asking me some questions. And I was like, you know what, man, it is very easy nowadays, especially right now with what's going on with this coronavirus, with this pandemic. Take advantage of the opportunities from the banks, from the different apps you can be able to get established your website. I also got a brother. Oh man, I got a brother that's working on my website. He's out of Georgia, but he's in DC right now. Brother is talented, talented, talented. He also got a podcast. I'm gonna actually link his podcast in this description so you can check him out. Young brother rising, got some good things going. And so for those who looking for some professional websites, most definitely I'm gonna put his info out there so you can reach out to this brother. He's working on mine as of now, so we getting mines off the ground. And it's good to network with your people. It's good to network with people who have the like faith. People who actually are go-getters. If you're a go-getter, you want to network with people who understands, hey, we got to hustle, we got to make something happen. So I think that is good to do that. So I would say on a smart scale, to try to find people who have the passion in what you're doing, and when you're doing business with them, the business will be better. So I just want to salute that brother out. He's going to do a wonderful job on the website. Once you see it, once you see the HogOn Welding website, HogOn Welding.com, you're going to be like, okay, he got something. So I'm going to be working on it, fine tuning it. And as it go, for those who look at it and check the website out, if you feel like, hey man, you should do this, maybe I think this will help, or something that you think that can help on a bigger scale, hey, inbox me, email me, let me know. We're a community. Let's make this thing better, because I want to make it where we can actually have better conversations, and we can actually help one another on different scales, because I actually want to be able to form a community where we can actually help one another. And all about the money all the time. Sometimes we can do something like a baby shower for our businesses, where we go out as a team and offer our services to help a business get themselves off the ground and establish. So say, instead of this brother might need getting off the ground, he might need to go buy a carpenter, he might need a plumber, he might need an electrician. But what if we got that within our community, where we can give a call and say, hey man, this brother starting a business, we're gonna throw him a baby shower like this. You might not give the money, he might say, hey, I can buy the material. He said, hey, well, I'm gonna furnish the skill. I got two people with me, we're gonna do this here for you. This is our donation to help you get off the ground. Oh, hey, I'm the welder, I'm gonna come through here, weld this up and fabricate this here for you. Hey, I'm the plumber, I'm gonna fit this here once they get done with this. See, I think that we can put our trades together, put what we know, start some businesses, work together, and build a community. We can actually get some get some nice things going. But we have to be willing to know that it's going to take money to make money, and you can't be small minded, and you can't try to count your brothers or your sister's bag. It's always someone that's trying to say, well, I wonder how much money they making. The way I feel, you get out of it what you put in. So if Joe put in 85%, it's only right that he take out more than you if you only put 5% in. You see what I'm saying? So if you want a bigger uh outtake from it, then you're gonna have to put more into it. So I feel like starting your business now with what's going on is smart. I think we should take advantage of it as a people. I think we should take advantage of it as a welding community. I think we should just take advantage of it as people that's trying to actually get some independence and build some financial wealth and break some curses. Now is the time. Now is the time to get your hog on. Black Phoenix.